another big cast.
Another big one, dude. That was sick, dude.
Get him. Get him, catch a bow. Got him?
Yeah. Oh, he's pretty strong. I'm pretty sure that's a highway. He was way too strong.
Oh, that's all you hooked him.
Hard. Way I hooked him.
I'll come back to my nose. Okay, well, did you get it? How was mine?
Hey guys, Johnny Jenkins here with an awesome question from a viewer today, and he wants to know when to use braided line. Now, going and getting into it, braided line is the type of fishing line that I use, probably second to most. And it's followed by fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon I use the most. Braided line is a great line because it has low stretch, absolutely no stretch actually. So it's really good for getting the hooks into the fish and getting them on into the boat. It's extremely strong and extremely abrasion resistant. The stuff just doesn't break. It's literally like wire. It's like a big freaking wire cord, and it just hosses them right into the boat. And it's also, for the pound test and how strong it is, it's extremely low, small diameter. So what does that mean? The small diameter means you're going to be able to cast farther, you're going to be able to cast easier, and you can actually get more line on the spool, so you're going to be able to make longer casts and stuff like that. Now, another thing that I like to go into with braid is the fact that it is so strong. You got to have some right kind of hooks when you're using it. So for me with the baits, man, I mean, I like it in techniques like buzz baits. I really like braid with buzz baits. I like them sometimes with rattle traps, but here's the deal for me. When it comes to worm and jig fishing, some people really like braid and some people don't. Some people do like fluorocarbon leaders where they tie it off to some braid. And if you want to know more about that, you can check out some of the videos that I have. It goes down to some guys like it and some guys don't, and it's just however you fit. I suggest trying it. You can catch fish. It's a good technique because it's real sensitive since it has no stretch. You feel everything with the braid. Me personally, for the most part, when I'm worm and jig fishing, I'm a fluorocarbon guy. I like fluorocarbon. The only time I'll use braid with worm and jigs for the most part is if I'm heavy cover flipping, maybe around bushes and stuff like that, and I'm getting way in some heavy cover. I'll experiment with it, but honestly, even then, I like a lot of fluorocarbon lines. And then if I'm punching mats, almost exclusively, it's going to be braid. Braid is the way to go. Beyond that, for me, braid, frog, an absolute must. I don't care if I'm fishing light cover with it or not. The braid is the way to go. So for frogs, it's really, really key. Swim jigs, I really like it with swim jigs. Spinner baits, it can be good too. Spinner baits and chatter baits, it can be really good too. And here's another quick little thing. I actually like braided line with a Carolina rig, and I'll show you. I'll tell you a quick tip that I like to use with a Carolina rig. I take the Carolina rig and I do a little bit of modification. I put some heat shrink tubing over the swivel so that the braided line doesn't wrap around it. And I believe I have another video on this, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll leave that down in the description if you're curious about using braided line with your Carolina rig. So those are really it, man. Worm and jig, it's all about just giving it a try, seeing where you fit in. It can work. Top water baits is really good too. If there was a technique where I do not use braid hardly ever is like crankbaits. I don't really like it with crankbaits. Rattle traps, it can work though. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions of your own, go ahead and submit them in. I've been doing this a lot, so show me some support by liking and commenting this, and you can ask all the questions you want. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Check the links down in the description, and there's going to be some really cool stuff from Fishing Recreation. You can get some really cool products on cheap and some awesome blogs and other videos that we're putting out there to help you catch more fish. So this has been Johnny Jenkins. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.